Lockheed Martin has provided first look of its next-generation air dominance program, NGAD. Lockheed Martin has provided new artwork showing a notional manned sixth-generation combat aircraft component of the next-generation air dominance program, the multifaceted U.S. effort to field next-generation tactical air combat capabilities. The stealthy Tailless aircraft is shown refueling from Lockheed's LMXT tanker concept. As for Lockheed Martin's vision of a possible manned next-generation air dominance aircraft, this incorporates a diamond-shaped wing with straight leading and trailing edges. The wing is closely blended with the elongated fuselage, which features a single prominent chine line and tapers sharply toward the nose. It's perhaps notable that the aircraft features no distinct tail surfaces. Tailless designs have cropped up frequently in sixth-generation fighter program adjacent concept art, as they would provide very low observability, stealth, considerable internal volume for fuel, weapons and sensors, and a high degree of efficiency. The twin engines are buried in the fuselage and exhaust over the upper surfaces of the airframe, a known low observable design tactic used to block the infrared plume and radar reflective exhaust areas from sensors on the ground and from most other aspects. There also appear to be two fairly shallow bulges on either side of the center section of the fuselage, which appear to relate to the propulsion system. The aircraft may be depicted as wearing a shiny or semi-reflective coating. The engine air intakes are not visible, suggesting they are mounted below the airframe, something that we've also seen on previous sixth-generation concepts. The scale of the aircraft seen in these new concept artworks is hard to judge, probably deliberately so. Based on a comparison with the refueling boom, this is not an especially large airframe, although, from what we know of the Air Force's next-generation air dominance program, it envisages a larger manned combat aircraft design, with increased carriage of internal fuel and weapons. At the same time, the Air Force has also spoken of the possibility of two distinct versions of the aircraft, a long-range one optimized for operations in the Indo-Pacific and a shorter-range version for the European theaters. Overall, the concept is not entirely unfamiliar to those who have followed the previous artists' impressions of notional sixth-generation aircraft from various manufacturers as well as from the Air Force itself. It's also important to note here that there are two discrete next-generation air dominance program efforts, run by the Air Force and the Navy, although there is also known to be a crossover between these two programs. It will certainly be interesting to see how concepts for sixth-generation fighter program from Lockheed and from other manufacturers continue to evolve as we move closer to the reveal. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.